That looks amazing.
Yeah. Three, two, one.
Yeah, y'all, we back. You already know what time it is. It's Thursday. It's the session with Michelle. It's your boy, Michelle.
This your man, Fly Top.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see us getting set up in here, man. No changes here and there.
You know it.
Always,
Upgrading, trying to move forward.
exactly. Always evolving. You know how that is.
Yeah, boy.
Trying to become greater for y'all, man. Still community things, still tribe thing. Like it, subscribe, get in there. Ring that bell for the notification.
Ding.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
You know, we're gonna get those posts edit on y'all, you know what I mean?
Posted it.
What's going on?
Like,
How you?
let's start rapping.
Yeah, I already know, right? And I ain't want to stop you. You saw I hit the pause for a minute. But what's going on with you? How was your day today, my boy?
It was good, my nigga. Day was good. I can't complain.
7th of March out here, 2024.
Time moving fast as shit, I know that. But day was good, my nigga. Regular trials and tribulations, you know.
Yes.
Waking up, having to find the motivation to do the shit I needed to do. I'm glad I did it, you know, of course. Checked off the boxes, though, you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Hell yeah, she was alright, though. How about you, my boy?
It was good, productive, man. You know, corporate grind still in effect. And you know, just learning myself more with different changes that's been going on. But other than that, kids good, you know, fam good. You know, life is good.
Life is good.
Or I can really be honest and just go straight life is life. You know
Life is life, and yo, my nigga, I told you I might get that tatted.
You already know, you know what
I
I'm saying?
legit might get that shit tatted.
That's just real. It's a real thing.
Just might get it tatted.
I just want everybody to know, just, you know, take care of yours. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business and stay stand up. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But what's going on around this crazy world? I know real talk. A lot of things have been standing out industry wise.
Yeah,
when I say
man.
in the entertainment game, it's been a major thing right now.
Shout out to all of the Palestinian supporters, man. Peace to Palestine. Yeah, everybody knows a massacre going on out there, humanitarian crisis.
Hold up, you switch. I was talking about entertainment. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you said around the world.
No, you good. No, because I was like, hold on, what's happening in Palestine with hip hop? No, you're good. Let's go world.
Oh yeah,
Let's go there first.
Everybody who may follow the world news or may not follow the world news, you know, it's a crisis in Gaza right now. The Palestinian people are at war with Israel, and you know, they're getting their ass whooped, you know, and the main casualty of this war, you know, is regular motherfuckers, you know, a bunch of civilians, a bunch of kids, you know, in an already war-ridden country. You know, it's been very difficult for them to get aid, and you know, Israel is stopping aid, Hamas is stealing aid, you know what I mean? So it's a bad situation. So the U.S. recently dropped aid
what do we do
through
to
airplanes,
things like that? You know what I mean?
So right now, the United States took the first steps in just bypassing all the bullshit and just airdropped a bunch of aid.
Gotcha.
And they talking about developing plans to also do something by sea.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the Houthi rebels is out there bombing cargo ships in the middle of the motherfucking.
Man. What do you think about the pirates?
That's some scary shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. Have you ever seen these videos of what the ships do to prevent these pirates from getting on the ship with barbed wire?
I saw the development of a water cannon for combating piracy.
Crazy world we live in, man. It's still cowboys and Indians. Not no, you know.
It's crazy how a lot of people don't even think pirates really exist. You know, they thinking of Jack Sparrow and shit.
Right. It's not Disney World out there, y'all. You know,
hell no.
It's definitely really still going on.
Shout out to Captain Phillips. It's probably the best pirate rep.
Captain now. I'm the captain.
Yeah, shout out to the AV setup.
Situation.
Me having to turn my nigga Shell mic down for the first time in history.
Oh man, I don't mean to sound crazy. I hope everybody can hear me clear, not just too loud.
Nah, you sound good, my nigga. I ain't even gonna lie. You got a nice voice.
Oh man. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate it. Shout out. Listen, right now I want to make sure that we all understand everybody should really understand. And
Yeah.
it's not pushing agendas, man. It's just realizations. You know what I'm saying? And
One part of doing that is to make sure you properly identify how you pray and understand that there are a million different ways to do it. And you know, a lot of people may not claim to pray, but they'll walk around talking to themselves all day. You know what I mean?
Which is a form of it.
Exactly.
This is a pure form. And be honest in your prayer, right? I'm learning of getting specific in what I pray about. And understanding the power is truly within too. So, you know, just a lot of things I want to make sure we pass on to the tribe.
Keep moment.
Yeah.
I think I don't pray as often as I should.
Yeah. Like a lot of us.
Because I know that I have been like a lazy nigga. I've been given a specific talent, and I just haven't enhanced it as much as I should. Yeah, for sure. So I think that's why I'm more hesitant to pray,
right?
Especially for things, you know. I mean, if anything, I ask for is like,
well, your manifestation
guidance and shit, like
extremely strong, man.
For peace of mind, clear mind,
yeah,
you know, sound mind type shit.
Yeah, man. I mean, watch this. It's also like we gotta remember, once we pray, we gotta move in it. We have to move.
That's true.
In that to grasp, to prepare for it, right? Because it's like, okay, we asking God for this, or we're asking for this, right? But then we still want to sit still,
right? You know,
so now we don't even know if the gift is there or not,
right? You know, I always got a fucking scripture from my mama for shit like this.
What's that?
Words without the word.
Yeah, man.
Just words.
Just
You
words.
can pray to them all you want. If you're not willing to fucking take that step to do it yourself, then you just wasting your time.
True.
Then you are just practicing talking.
Come on.
No bullshit.
So listen, man. We had to take y'all to therapy corner for a second. You know,
nothing
drop
wrong
some
with
gems,
therapy,
man. You know, just
therapy
all about
Thursday.
self-discovery too. But so listen, what's your thoughts on right now? Us as Earth, right? As beings on just Earth, my boy.
Mm-hmm.
How do we look, do you think, to other planets and other places? Like, what's your thoughts on that?
Oh, we probably look silly, especially to anyone who's able to travel interstellarly and has developed to a point where they're able to do that. Seeing that we haven't been able to do that yet,
develop.
I'm sure they're looking at us like, look at these stupid motherfuckers.
Well, yo, so watch
Simple,
this though.
primitive, dainty, you know, fragile creatures.
But then what about those people that are creating, like, okay, so open source, right? That new AI, man, that's creating the visual that looks just like us right now on this camera, right? So what do you think those extraterrestrials will think of those developers for that? Think they'll give them more respect than the others, or they fall right in the group?
No, I mean, hell no.
Well, what's your thoughts on open source? Let's go there real quick.
Open source. I mean, AI is
and kind of break.
Pardon me for stuttering.
Know what open source is, I guess.
So it's just AI. It's a new capability that AI has developed where they can create a realistic video.
Crazy.
From text. You know, you can text a prompt into in the computer, and it'll create you a realistic video now.
Crazy.
So it went from you just being able to make pictures and, you know, make avatars of yourself, and now you're able to do just a lot more.
So much more.
So if you're not hip to I mean, where you been at? If you
listen,
heard about
YouTube,
AI?
Google, get into it.
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Take time out and research it. Don't just listen to us.
Yeah. So
take time out and see it.
What do I think about it? I think it's crazy. I think it's amazing how
crazy jump,
you could hear how you could hear people say how fast AI is gonna grow and shit, and then fucking see it right, and you know, because you know you hear it and you believe it when you hear it. It's not like you don't believe it, but to see just how fast it's developing. You know, it's like every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. Don't let 6 months go by.
Oh my God! You know, and you'd have missed a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
6 months without discovering anything.
For sure.
Yeah, you missed a lot.
See,
you missed a lot.
I think the crazy thing with this AI shit with regular people that they're trying to understand how to applicate it appropriatly. You have to spend so much time on that shit to start to really understand how to do it. But people who are like savvy, smart people, they figure it out.
You'll adapt. You'll get it right.
I see a lot of stories like on Reddit and shit of people who have become very successful simply using the automated tools using AI, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's jumped culture quite a bit.
For sure. I ain't gonna lie, using the tools, I made a little piece
Yeah,
of
man.
change.
Come on, I mean, come on, clothing, right?
Savviness.
Art, right? Video. I mean, it's changed every part of the game now. To where
For
now
sure.
you can, you know, they call it like the microwave society. You know, I want it now. Well, that's definitely pushing that agenda.
Right. And if you're not,
You
if
know,
you're
so-
also a working person, it's very critical for you to be in the loop of AI because, I mean, ultimately, those are going to be who's taking your jobs away.
Sure.
So if you look on YouTube, there's 1,000,001 videos now with inventions that's already developed and looking to be shopped around. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
That would get rid of entire warehouse jobs. Period. You know, it loads the truck, it unloads the truck, it separates.
Gone at home, bro.
And so think about that, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, no, I think about it a lot, especially. I'll tell you, you know, in my line of work, man. You know, once things become kind of automated, you know, you really don't have to do much but just hit a couple buttons,
Right?
You know, and everything else will kind of stay on its own course. You know, it changes a lot of things, man. And people trying to save money, you know, big companies.
Hell yeah, the
Budgeting
smart. Everybody's
right?
trying to save money.
For sure.
You know, you
even
can
on our scales, you know?
You can get as mad as you want that they're going to Mexico or to China to build a factory, but you have to respect it on some level. It comes to like understanding how money works. It's like shit. You telling me I can go over there and do it for a quarter of what?
So it's really all about savings.
Why the fuck would I do it here?
Right.
You know, and why the fuck are we charging so much that I gotta go to fucking China? That's the bigger question. It's like, come on, B.
Right. Especially if it can be developed quicker for less.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
when you look at shit around the world and in comparison to how we do shit in America, bro, it's so fucking crazy.
Listen,
how much we pay for stuff.
Well, I just told you, you know, big report that I saw is the fact that Tyler Perry stopped the $800 million expansion because of open source. And that's a part, and you know, I'm sure that was a big part of the expansion in reference to his movies. And a different
in what way did it affect him, do you think?
Well, I think he kind of took a step back and said, I might not have to build any of this.
Right.
And I can develop it
all on my own.
Right. Or just grab a
So you mean like he was about to create like
developers and
he was going to create like another sound stage type of thing with
whole another hanger wing situation, you know, based off the report I saw. So I think that's cool he's gonna do it, but then when you step back as a businessman and go, that's a great catch.
Yeah, for
sure. I'm saying that's a great catch for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, man.
I would love to become super extra savvy into making like applying AI appropriately and productively.
Yeah. I mean, I think
I'm trying though.
It's just you know, it's funny. It was another moment where I caught the coding vibe, right? And just knowing, okay, this is the wave, because now you can just input certain things and get a world out of just a prompt. And then right when that happened, there comes AI. And then they started showing you how to use the AI, right? You know, using the other forms and stuff. So it's crazy, man. You can't tell me that it's not crazy.
Right, you can't tell me Allen Iverson probably ain't.
Come on.
His search popularity probably done went up 65,000 million since his AI shit became a thing.
For sure.
Shout out AI too,
Shout out AI.
My man just got his
Allen
own
Iverson
street.
way. About time.
Yeah, for sure.
About time, man. I'm sorry, I gotta say it for us as AI fans, as AI that's considering him a home team hero.
You see him back there? Y'all see that nigga? He back there.
Come on, man.
He on that camera. See my nigga?
Okay, see him? Okay. Shouts out to the boys.
Yeah, home team shit.
Vic back here too. You
Straight
see
up.
MJ there too. You know how it go. But listen, man, I definitely think it's great that they're honoring him. He deserves it.
Most definitely.
He's that guy.
A legend.
Love him, man. But
Sure.
shouts out to you, man. We're trying to show us something.
Yeah, I heard me.
Fire, man. What else going on around the hood, man? Too crazy right now?
Nothing too crazy, B, man.
Okay.
Trying to stay cool. My young boy, man. Shout out my middle child, Tyus.
Shout out to the boy.
He about to go back into the arena, my nigga, back in the battlefield.
Nice.
Football, AU. Shout out to York City Falcons. And yeah, we get hype about that shit. But yeah, shout out to York City Falcons, man. And hopefully my boy has a breakthrough year.
Oh, question for you. I heard the ball, but I just want to know. I just seen this clip going around. Oh, his face is by the book.
face. That's about it.
Alright, so there's this guy, I don't know if he has something going on with his camera or something happened, but there's been a couple recordings where he puts his camera to the moon, he's able to zoom in real close, and there's a face staring at you. And not really at you, but more so at the moon.
Really?
And it's a defined face, eyes, nose, mouth, like a stone.
I honestly think people see what they want to see.
But you have it on camera.
I mean,
listen, that's the okay. So that was listen. That's my only argument to that, because I was just like, he's putting the date there too, but the camera always weirdly shaking. You know what I'm saying?
That's
But
right.
when you start focusing in, I'm like, yo, I want your live reaction.
it's so crazy when it comes to stuff like that nowadays. I've seen some of the best UFO videos I've ever seen recently, right? And I still have to second guess if they're real or not because of stuff like Sora and fucking all these brainiacs on the computer finding all
But
kinds
do
of
you
ways to
find it
manipulate.
funny that the amount of them went up? Because that's where Joe Rogan made a shout out. Joe Rogan. He made a great point where he's like, you know, as we almost feel like kids so excited that we want it to be real, right? We want it to be real,
Right.
but he finds it weird that the number of sightings has gone up crazy. There's so many this and so many that, so it's almost like it can't be good.
But see, it's one of those things. It's one of those things
the
that
government messing with us, or is it just people? You know,
it's one of
it don't
those
gotta be
things
the
that
government. It could
where
be
somebody
rich.
who's really smart will say, access has gone up,
Right.
which
You get that?
will make, you know,
Yeah.
UFO sightings go up. Clearly, you know, people can see more on the internet, they can post more, they can, you know, then clearly, you know, that's the correlation between that. You know, that's what they will say. But I just hate the fact that online media is really fucking up how I could be missing out on the most profound news in the fucking world. You know, I now just skip it over a rail, even though it looks believable.
That's because it's mixed. It's not just news. Like there was a point in time where the internet just had the news, right? Or the TV just had the news,
Right.
and then other stuff seeped in, right? So it's the same. It's the same with the internet, right? Now everybody can post anything they want. That's gonna overshadow the news.
Right.
The news is still in there. Trust, or you know, facts, however you want to put it, it's still in there, but it's kind of overshadowed by everything else, by a cute cat that got.
You know what's crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
How
Like,
most people in America's go-to source for fact is Google. The Google is not even.
bro, people can write.
It's not for
It's
that.
like
You know,
Wikipedia.
it's like that should just find shit that
You can
people
update
post
that.
online. That shit.
Sure.
That's all that shit does.
Yeah.
People asking Google fucking mad questions. The reason I really gave up on Google in the Google searches is because we was having a really deep ass argument of one of the good conversation starters. You know, is water wet?
Huh.
You know what I'm saying? And because, for one, anybody who tells me that water isn't wet, it makes me like cringy. You know, because it's one of those things where it's like you want to be so literal, but everything in your fucking mind is because
I think water is the best food for life. That's how
Is
much.
water wet?
No, yes.
Yes, I mean, I've never seen dry water.
Put it,
I have,
that's
but,
how
you know,
much I respect water. I respect water so much because of how many forms you can change.
Right.
Right. What you can do and what you can get from it. And yes, it can move you down, bro.
You ain't never
change
lied.
your life.
Look, I was telling
so
you.
yes, it's wet, bro.
I gave up on Google because of that, because it's like
People weird.
I just realized that you can go up there, and like I said, everything is perception most of the time. Even you can read the same definition and people will still hear their side, and you know, it's like
Sorry.
I just
It's really all perception.
anybody who would just go straight to Google and ask like, is this, and that, and sit there and be like nigga, you picked whatever
watch
the fuck
this.
you
Well,
found
watch
up
this.
there. You didn't even know who posted that.
Well, that's the problem. So so it's like
Come on,
you
man.
can go to Google, but do some research.
Proper
Let's choose.
Find the right articles. to
Let's
look
choose 3 articles just to compare,
Right.
right? And then see what you get from it. Shoot, you know what my favorite part of Google is when you go in there and then it goes to those questions. It provides you questions
Mhm.
that you can hit the drop down. Because then, if you notice, if you hit one question, it changes all the other questions. So it's and that's the perspective part.
Google's definitely a good search engine to find stuff. People just have to understand how to use it appropriately.
That's for sure. That's
User error. Most. It's not blaming Google. Don't put that on us that we blaming Google. I think people are
even that was created by.
I think people are overconfident and are usually dumb as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And that's just being more blunt about it. But you probably could have found a more eloquent way to say that. But
I think it's you know what? Let's take away dumb.
People be thinking they.
Let's say I'd say people are impatient. You know, in the sense of having the patience to look at different things and find your truth in what you see. You know what I'm saying? Find the facts in the information provided, not just the first link.
Right.
Because a lot of times the first link either could just be the most search link or the most up-to-date thing. So,
or the nigga with the most money.
Right, exactly. Putting themselves in the position.
Most of the time, that's exactly what it is.
Mind? Not to flip shit. But you know Matt Damon and Ben Affleck own Rotten Tomatoes?
Nope, I had no clue.
So now that changes my perception on what Rotten Tomato provides me when it comes to ratings on movies.
Especially their shit.
Come on.
I think they are. I think they're a good taste when it comes to good movies.
For sure,
they
but y'all own it, so whatever y'all like, go get a rate. In my opinion, I mean, I'm not saying I would.
But they are taste makers of the movie industry, though. You know,
I will not argue that point.
Yeah, they are.
I respect both of those guys.
Yeah, I recently heard Ben Affleck after the Michael Jordan, what's it called, Air.
Oh yeah, did you like that?
So after I saw Ben Affleck talking about that movie, and he was just talking about how he just wants to do movies that are real stories. First of all, he doesn't want to do any more like non-fiction. I mean, fictional shit. He wants to do like real stories.
Yeah, like
portray real people,
like period pieces and stuff like that. That's
I can appreciate. I appreciate.
We need more of that. Shout out Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan. Supposedly there's a Mansa Musa movie coming out.
Really?
And I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
I've
been waiting for stuff like that.
I'd love a Mansa Musa movie. I'd love what's my man? Shaka Zulu movie. If they, I think they have one in the past.
They had a new one.
Modern one.
I thought that would be one that was quick to get remade.
Amazing. Yeah, we definitely need a Garvey movie. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand what Marcus Garvey is, and you know, this is who he really was. So I think that would be fire. And if they have made movies, okay, cool. Let's update them.
You know what we need, bro? We need a new Guyver movie.
My science fiction is part of my life.
We need anybody who's any anime heads out there who know about the Guyver.
We can get a Guyver 3. Or just call it Guyver.
Yeah, they just need the Guyver. Start it from there.
Start it again.
Because a lot of people have no idea what the Guyver is.
Listen, I know there's plenty of unknown, great potential you can tap in.
You know why it's so perfect? Because the way the superhero and anime stuff is going, like with the extra gory, uncensored stuff, the Guyver fits right into that shit. My nigga been cutting monsters in half and they arms off and shit.
And it was ahead of its time. You know, at the time, you look at it now, it's funny. You know, it's all dated. It looks like people in suits going crazy.
But it's still. I'm talking about the anime version.
Oh no, the cartoon version.
More than the movie.
Yeah.
Because of course that's gonna be.
Well, so what's funny is I want to say, they still are doing Guyver like comics and stuff. Because when I've looked it up, there's so many characters, like so many people are Guyvers. You know what I'm saying? So I think they're still continuing.
I mean, I know we probably were limited to how.
Oh yeah. But that's why I went to the movie.
Especially when we were really interested in it too. Yeah, we didn't have like the internet.
Well, that was X-rated too, though. Yeah, that stuff back then.
You had to know somebody who liked it.
Shout out Poppy.
Poppy put us on that shit. Yeah,
for sure.
My dad was.
But no, I'm saying just movie aspect, like live action, like this new Airbender that dropped. Okay, doggy outside threw us off. Shout out to the Airbender that dropped on
it's pretty good too.
On Netflix. That was great. Has a lot of gems that dropped in that, so if you're paying attention, it's there, man. But,
just so y'all know, we real niggas. I gotta let my big ass people in the room.
Yeah, we gotta let the people in the talk, baby.
Shut up till I do it.
Listen, man, grassroots. We just love the fact that people still support. You know, please watch, chop it up, get in the comments, say hello. Tell us what you think. Talk about the digs and the spot. I think we just trying to improve in every way. Well, man, go ahead and take care of the dogs and get one inside. You know what I'm saying? First of all, shout out my man Schoolboy Q. He got the Blue Lips joint that just dropped. Always big supporter of TDE and the family.
You see the represent. You see it in every shot.
Man, listen, it's family, man. It's family. Hopefully we get y'all on the show too. Shout out to Top, getting the street named after him. Also,
they just giving the streets out this month.
Listen, man, if you want to honor him, honor him.
What street out here? When we get our street, what street they gonna name after you?
Man, I don't know if I want a street.
Oh, I'll take a street. Don't give a fuck that. I'll take a street. I know what street too.
What street?
South Parkway and Lee's Mill.
Okay.
Just go ahead and name it.
I mean, if that's the case, then I'd go back to Ellsbury. I'll take it to Colony Pines on it.
I figured you would say some shit like that.
Have a Taylor Way over there.
Taylor Way, that's all right.
For the family, you know what I'm saying? So, or actually, if you want to just get specific, Sheldon Way.
Sheldon Way. Too many Sheldons.
Sheldon Ave, you know what I'm saying? Sheldon Lamar Ave.
Sheldon, you gotta make that thing.
It gotta be specific.
Oh, that's it. What'd you say? Uncle
Sheldon Way. Dang, man.
Nah, for real though, I definitely would like.
Nah, that'd be dope. I think that's honorable, man. To have a street named after you. Shout out to all the people that are getting honored.
Oh yeah,
a lot of stars.
Definitely take a lot of work.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely to get there.
We'll
be there.
I love the conversation we was having with Perk before you left, man. In reference to us living in a time frame where, like boxing, right? So let's talk about the boxing. First of all, it's crazy stuff going on with boxing right now. Big fight, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia coming up.
Yeah,
Garcia out there wilding. I want to say Javante got something coming up.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw this guy. Probably he's 25-0, like 24 knockouts. Can't remember his name, but I remember I saw that they were talking about setting up a fight between them.
Yeah, it was. I know Javante got one coming up.
He's a foreign nigga though. He's from.
Is he foreign?
He's a foreigner, ain't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's some foreign nigga.
Okay, I thought. Okay, so then who does your man Ennis fight next? It was somebody like Ennis. They remind me.
I don't know. I don't want to start lying. I'm not tuned in enough.
Listen.
I hear it when
these are the people we want to see though.
Yeah, for sure.
Boots, I want to see him fight. I want to see Shakur get in here and get crazy. Seems like nobody really want to match up with him, but we're gonna get there, I'm sure. But got one. We talking about him with Canelo. That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be dope. That'd be a good fight.
But no, we were talking about the time frame of Iron Mike. You know what I'm saying? And Riddick Bowe and Lennox Lewis. You know what I'm saying?
Real heavyweights.
The monsters.
Right.
At the time, but being a kid and being able to see those fights go down and see how live things were.
Yeah.
Bro, I can remember when Mike bit off Fantasy. Bro, I can really remember watching that.
I can't remember seeing it, but I remember hearing about that.
I feel like Robbie had that joint because really he was the one doing all the pay-per-views. Mm-hmm. So anytime I was watching those things, it was pretty much with Joe. You know what I'm saying? All the wrestling joints. I think we were watching when. Shout out Owen Hart, man, and the Hart family. But I think we were watching when he passed away. When it cut off. Then he came down from the sky. I think he was the Blue Avenger or something like that. Blue Angel. That was crazy, man. Shout out him, man. That was crazy. Oh, let's go there. Who's your favorite wrestler?
My favorite wrestler of all time?
Let's go.
So I was I'm a big rock fan. I was a rock fan for a minute.
Okay.
But Rey Mysterio, of course. Hardy Boys.
Okay.
Me and my brother, you couldn't tell us shit.
Okay.
We was the Hardy Boys.
Y'all definitely were the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, Goldberg was my
Jumping
man.
Off the damn.
Pause.
Wow.
Goldberg was my dog though.
That's not a pause. That
nigga was gangster.
Goldberg's crazy. That's fearful.
Yeah, that nigga. I had a bunch of
scary, bro.
I don't know if The Rock was probably my favorite though. Honestly. Okay. But I mean,
I'm about to say you got to filter. There is one.
Yeah.
You can have.
I liked a lot of guys. They had storylines where niggas did dumb shit and became like clowns and shit.
Okay.
But I enjoyed watching wrestling for a long time.
Okay. I'll give you my favorite.
You say fucking Razor Ramon or some shit.
Bro. First of all, Razor Ramon's that guy. Alright, that was a different time frame though.
Yeah, that was
NWO was crazy, all that. We talking about Austin 316.
Oh yeah, that nigga was
Mr. Stone Cold Steve.
You know why I couldn't like him? I thought he was a racist piece.
Well, he was.
Shit.
This the thing.
I couldn't like that.
He was, but then what changed everybody's hearts was when him and Rob got cool, because they were the arch nemesis. Batman and Robin fighting each other, right?
I thought he was a racist.
But then once they got cool, that changed his trajectory, bro. Like it almost amped him. But black people loved him even then, bro. Before he was,
some niggas fuck with him, but I'm sure the niggas who don't fuck with him don't fuck with him for
because of
similar reasons.
Yes, for sure.
He seemed like a racist shit. Even if he never said no racist shit.
Right, he did.
Seemed like a racist.
Yeah, he seemed that way. But I'm glad. I was always a fan, man. I just, he had that hero but villain mystique. Rock went through that phase too. All the good ones do.
My nigga ain't never been a villain. That nigga.
Yes, bro. He had his.
That nigga could probably run for president right now.
Well, now it's different though. You know what I'm saying? I see some disturbing stuff about my man Rock. But listen, hope everything is good with the Rock. He's going through some legal troubles and stuff too. Right now.
Some rapey shit.
I don't go there. I don't think that's not the trouble that's happening in front of everything. But
oh my god, I feel like
these little videos I see.
I feel like women
it can be tough
right now who going through a hard time are just running that shit in the back of their mind like, ooh, squeeze my booty a little too hard back in 07 when I was on that run. His ass is mine. And they show up like, tell me you don't remember me.
That's a crazy.
And then them celebrities, they got enough money to the point where you can just pop up and they go, I just don't want you to say shit, bitch. Take this little, take the little 45.
It just shows how trash-minded the other person is. I mean, you want to take advantage of somebody in that moment when you probably was all with it. You know what I'm
for sure.
So
think about it. That's a scary world.
But you also got to be smart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And watch those moments and things. So that's tough, bro.
It's a scary, especially for dudes like us with daughters. Seeing the way the world is now and how girls low-key expect to be out, or they're just out naked and shit.
Right.
You see naked bitches online all day in a world that hasn't got any safer.
The example of
any safer.
A woman we know, or just the woman that you have in your mind. Is it me?
No,
it's not me.
There are plenty of examples.
I'm about to say, don't get twisted. There's plenty of examples. Examples that we grew up with that are still alive to this day, and holding that down.
And this is the saddest part. You'll go to the most prestigious HBCU and see grad students in medical school, and Saturday come around, and them hoes be naked in the club too. Dead ass.
And don't get twisted. People have their past and their different ways. But we talking about the popularity of that.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing wrong with the lady wanting to do whatever she want to do and dress how she wants to dress. You just have to understand as a person
there's taste
that it's a consequence for everything you do. One of the consequences of dressing like that is most oftentimes people respect you less.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying, and want you more, which is a crazy like oxymoron type of situation.
But that's the truth, though.
You know, it's like for sure. So more people gonna talk to you, but more people gonna talk to you in ways that you don't want. We talk to you, gonna have to tell a million niggas no. You know, you got your titties out. Once niggas start getting drunk, it's like a nigga see a titty out and his hands immediately go for
come on, or is thinking about doing some wild stuff. So this is what I look at, man. It's a time. It's a time and place for it, right? Like we came up in a time frame where it was a time and place for it. So like, okay, you'll see the girl at this particular party, but she's wearing jeans or just a different fit.
Right.
You go to this party, she wearing something different because it's a different type of party. You know what I'm saying? You might be in a hotter situation.
Everything's
just
it's
just time and place. But
everything's
people now
just
they don't care. You can wear it wherever.
Everything's going faster and faster. You think when we were in high school, there were definitely people like all out on the adult shit in high school, but most of the time people were just now starting to navigate those waters. 10th, 11th grade. You
also cared. You cared
Right.
how that looked. You ain't gonna look stupid out here. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta move properly.
And now it's like
shit. Like we were just talking about the kids. You talking about the kids vaping, like
kids off the chain, B.
What?
Kids off the chain, my
There's
nigga.
so
Like,
much other things going on, but you concerned about vaping, right? Like, what are we doing? You know? But listen, shout out to the kids, man. Shout out to the kids that are taking their time, listening to their parents, or anybody that's a great example for them in their life. Shout out to the people that are being an example for somebody.
for sure. Shout out to all the frustrated parents out there. Y'all kids ain't the only kids that's fucking hard-headed, my nigga.
Man, listen, man.
Y'all, trust me.
You ain't a true parent if you ain't been through the frustration. If it's easy to you, something's up.
Shout out to all the parents that are
But
bothered.
if you make it look easy, that's a different thing. You know what I'm saying? Then yes, shout out to those parents.
Yeah, because it's the parents who aren't bothered by that shit, who just don't give a fuck. Shit was too hard, they give up.
Nah, man, don't. And if you are a parent thinking of giving up, don't. Trust me, there's
man.
resources out here, bro. You can YouTube different things. You know what I'm saying? Take the time and research.
Challenge your perceptions, my nigga. You know, sometimes you gotta change the way you're thinking, you know, to change your situation. You know, for sure, you know.
It's a real thing, y'all. That is not anything to be played. My mind is nothing to be played with.
Everything starts with a thought, my
That's
nigga.
it. So understand your thoughts. Understand the power of your thoughts. Right?
And start thinking for your fucking self.
Exactly. Don't concern yourself with the thought. If you okay, you got people around you got great opinions. You can take what you want from it, but still understand you gotta have your thought at the end of it. Right? Whatever you filter out of all of that, it gotta be you. If it's somebody else, don't give it back. You need to reevaluate.
For sure. And understand, man, we ain't trying to get preachy with nobody.
Man, we speaking life experiences, dog. Y'all better listen.
Yeah, for sure,
We
man.
coming from the heart with all this, bro. We don't even gotta be up here sharing this. This is our time we take from life to use as a, what would you say?
Immortalize our logic.
Immortalize logic, right? So we just let y'all into our world. We appreciate y'all. You know, it's forever the tribe, bro. Forever the tribe. We definitely making a shirt.
I think from now on we're gonna put my nigga Uncle Shell in charge of the playlist.
Oh man,
This shit was rocking today.
listen, all I'm doing is
I like your style, B.
spirit move. You know
Can't even
what I'm
lie,
saying?
son. I like your
We're
style.
inviting the spirit in, but you know, listen, we love y'all. It's been another great Thursday.
Yes, sir.
Hey
We
man,
just here to show y'all. Here we go, man. It's your boy Uncle Shell.
It's your man Fly Todd.
yeah.
Fly time, man.
Sitting in session.
Yeah, I'm hoping for the camera. That would be extra fucking.
I'm trying a little list on here.
That'll make the nigga
I'm gonna keep this window open too. I'm not closing this shit. Cause I'll lose that,
Kick
bro.
down the door like
You be the one that had a whole
doing.
fucking list still. I'll be like,
Throwing
this
through the
nigga keep the
screen.
records. My algorithm be fucking
Cut that shit out.
switching up.
That means
So many layers that I could have. Listen, the MC Hammer bar was enough for me.